Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Pride Month from me and my Leo. Hello Kitty. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo. All right. And it's Pride Month, okay? Sorry, I have the fucking Birth of Venus face mask from Lush on. I just got out of a bath and I thought, you know what, for Pride Month, why don't I rank the zodiac signs I've dated from worst to best?
Right.
It's also June 22nd. It's my mother's birthday. One sec. Everybody say happy birthday to my mom. It's okay. You guys can laugh. It's fine. Anyways, I was like, you know what? I feel like I'm in the middle of my frontal lobe developing. I'm going to be 24 next month, the end of next month, July 30th. I'm like, mark that, write that down, jot that down in your calendar, okay? And I have just been chilling on my own for a long while, and I thought, you know what? Why don't we rank and discuss the zodiac signs I have dated, entertainment purposes only. I've been reflecting a lot on my relationships from the past. I've been reflecting a lot on the zodiac signs I have dated or I've had like serious connections with, and wow, what a long journey. What a long 23 and a half years. Okay, wait, no, more than a half. What a long 24 years, pretty much. Okay. So first things first, let me get my little disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let me reiterate that. All of these situations are from the past. I don't know who any of these people are anymore. I don't speak to any of them. So this does not define their character, and I'm not going to be mentioning names. I'm going to be mentioning zodiac signs. So honestly, I don't even think I really need to give this disclaimer, but if you think this is about you, sorry. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. So, actually, I guess I should give like my zodiac signs. Okay. I am a Leo sun. Okay, I have a Scorpio rising. I have a Sagittarius moon, and then my Venus is in Gemini. Okay, so your Venus is your relationship planet. Yes, mine is in Gemini. So, what that means is from a very young age, I've just always known who I was and who I am. Well,
You're bi.
I've just always liked everybody. It doesn't really matter what you look like to me. Clearly, in some of these cases, I'm like, well, clearly looks were not fucking mattering for me. But no, in all honesty, like I don't care. Like if I vibe with you, I vibe with you, and that's really all that's to it. I believe according to social media, my part of the month is already over. We had the first part of the month because we're the most hated, and they were just like, we have to include you guys. I'm just kidding. I'm also going to say that not all of these relationships were fully committed relationships. Like some were fully committed and then others were like they were serious enough or they just went on for far too fucking long that, I'll have friends be like, "Remember when you dated or you were dealing with blah blah blah?" And I'm like, I try to forget. It's a funny little thing to look back on and to be like, what the fuck was I doing? So I'm just gonna go based off of sun signs. Obviously, other aspects in your birth chart are gonna play a part into how your relationships go. For the entertainment purpose of it, yeah, we're gonna go based off of me being a Leo. Okay, this is my perspective. If you are like, I don't agree with anything you just fucking said, then don't agree with it, and that's okay. And you know what? I hope you laugh. I hope you have a little giggle. Ew, a little giggle. That was kind of crazy. No, scratch that. The default sexuality needs to stop being heterosexuality because at this point, it's really you are gay until proven straight because I just think a lot of y'all are DL. Like, I know too many of y'all that are DL, not from like personal experience, not from like being romantic with them, but like I just know too many of y'all are DL, men and women. And if you're like, what was DL? Like a down low gay person. So at this point in society, like in our society today, it's like you really are gay until proven straight. Because I know straight people, and some of y'all, The demon that you are fighting is bisexuality. And that's okay. That's okay. But we need to stop. We need to stop with this. At the bottom of the pyramid, Cancer men. Yes, during your season, you are the worst zodiac sign I have ever dated. Okay, let's just get into the definition of what a Cancer Sun man is like. I guess romantically, like in general, but whatever. So, a Cancer Sun man is often characterized by his deep, emotionally nurturing nature and strong family orientation. He is known for being sensitive, loyal, and protective of his loved ones, but can also be prone to moodiness and a tendency to retreat into his shell. Cancer men value security and comfort after seeking a partner who can appreciate their sentimental side and offer emotional support. When I was dating Cancer men, just know I was in the worst times of my fucking life. I really was, okay? Yes. You might be like, well, you're 23, so could it really be the worst time? Yes. Yes, it could. The first one, because not only did I date one, no, I dated two. And did I date them back to back? Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Why? Okay. I'm freshly 18 years old. Okay. I'm going through a breakup. I'm going through like my first like real breakup where I'm like down fucking bad. Okay. I'm also starting college and I feel like at the ages of like 18 to honestly 22, you like it's just dumb decision after dumb decision after dumb fucking decision. So the first one, it wasn't a committed relationship, but it was serious. It went on for far too long. It was very on and off, and honestly, I think the issue with Cancer men and Leo women is like I feel like the Cancer wants to be the feminine and the Leo is just like fiery. I don't know, fire and water, they don't work. It does not work, okay? And then the second one was a actually fully committed relationship, okay? And I get into this one at 19. So, this was a situationship turned into a relationship. So that sentence alone is a no. Like that's just simply like a no. Like being almost 24, like there's just no way in hell if I cuz mind you, I am the oldest sister. I'm the oldest sibling, okay, of like my immediate siblings, right? So I am the guidance. Like, was the guidance in front of me? No. Because if like my sister were to be in this situation or either of these situations that I was in at 18 years old, I would be like, run. Choose peace. Choose peace and love. Love yourself. Go to therapy, please. Well, yeah, that was not the case. And honestly, it's never gonna work because I feel like I have so much fire in my chart. I feel like I'm so blunt and like I feel like Cancer men, they're too emotional for me. Honestly, I feel like anytime I would argue with these men or just cancers in general, I get the ick. I do get the ick. It's just it never works. It never works and it never will work. I feel like dating them back to back as well, really hard pass for me. The second one, like I was going through a lot of grief. The best way to describe a Cancer man. So, if you don't know like astrology, like the way like I understand it in my brain, think of okay, if you watch reality TV, you know, Vanderpump Rules was, you know, it had its moment. Tom Sandoval is a Cancer. So anytime they say when Google says these water sign men are loyal, no, I don't. I'm sorry. I feel like I have not met a water sign man. Actually, my stepdad's a Cancer, and he was very loyal to my mother. I gave it a good run. I gave it a good run. I really did. I briefly talked to a Cancer woman, and that was a no for me too. I had to simply be like, no, no, sorry. Sorry I had to hate on y'all and rank y'all the lowest during your season. But as a Leo, it's just no. Long story short, incompatible. Now for our next sign at the bottom of the pyramid, Capricorn men.
Right. Right.
Oh my god. Like what am I doing? Like okay, I'm a junior in high school. Okay, I'm approximately just turned 16 years old. And this is my first real boyfriend. Yes, a Capricorn man. Capricorn men are characterized by ambition, responsibility, and a grounded, practical approach to life. They're often seen as serious and reserved, but beneath the surface lies a deep loyalty and desire for security and achievement. He's attracted to the oh my fucking god. He's attracted to those. Oh my god. He's attracted to those who share his drive and dedication, and he expresses love through acts of service and unwavering commitment. Okay, so this is my first real boyfriend, and the only reason this happened, and honestly, I'm in the trenches my junior year of high school. I really am in the trenches. First of all, I'm ugly as fuck. I have this bright red hair, and I'm dating a Capricorn man. So we're not really off to a great start. But I am in the trenches, but I'm in the trenches with Indigo and Helena because they're dating this Capricorn man's two best friends. So we're in the trenches together. We're all in a jazz choir together. And to simply put jazz choir, it's like if you when you think of sports, when there's like varsity, JV, and I don't know what the other one is. So think of jazz choir as like the varsity of choirs at my high school. All right. So it's very selective. There's like 12 to 15 of us. We are together 6 days out of the fucking week, Monday through Saturday. And we all do theater together because that is what choir people do. They all do theater and choir together. They're all in the same universe. So we're all together too fucking much. It's giving Glee. So I feel like we were all like, you know what? Why don't we just date each other? We're always together anyways. I just feel like this man did not like me. I feel like he just loved his friends more, and that's okay. We were together all the time because we were fucking forced to be. But I feel like see with cancers, they were like way too emotional for me. At least like I'm an emotional person, but I feel like cancers are too like sappy the right word. I don't know. But Capricorn men, because I've been on a date with another Capricorn guy like aside from this ex-boyfriend, they're like too reserved. Like they just don't give a fuck. They have like I don't want to say that they don't have feelings, but like it gave like he did not give a fuck about my feelings and I had feelings, like I was a sensitive 16-year-old girl and this boy was like, okay, I don't give a fuck. So yeah, it was never gonna give anything. I feel like I could do a Taurus. Like I feel like because it's a fixed sign and I'm technically a fixed sign, but I just feel like earth sign men for fire signs, no, no, no. I mean it does matter on every other aspect in your chart. I fucking know, but in terms of sun, no, no. So also a hard pass. Also a hard pass. All right, moving on. Also at the bottom of the pyramid. Scorpio men. Scorpio men. Can you see that?
I'm having a fucking panic attack right now. I need to calm the fuck down.
You are third. You're third. You're on the bottom. You're not the worst, but you're pretty questionable. I'm dealing with like honestly, I've dealt with like 3 Scorpio men in my lifetime. Um only one really held like a true significant like amount to me. So I'm only going to really talk about that situation. This went on from like my 8th grade year to sophomore year. I had feelings for this one Scorpio guy for a really, really long time. All right. So, Scorpio Sun Man is often characterized by passion, intensity, and a magnetic personality. They are known for their depth of emotion, loyalty, and a tendency towards secrecy and privacy. While they can be fiercely independent, they also crave intimacy and deep emotional connection. Again, with the loyalty, I've low key like I've yet to see it. I've yet to see it, especially with a Scorpio, bitch. I've yet to see that because I feel like the Scorpio men that I've talked to, I've yet to see that loyalty. So when you guys find it, let me know in the comments. But honestly, I feel like again, water and fire, it's not compatible. But me and my Scorpio rising, like, okay, I understand the Scorpio hatred. I genuinely do. When somebody's like, I fucking hate Scorpios, I'm like, I know, I can see why. However, my Scorpio rising, I do have a little soft spot for Scorpios, and I feel like that's why I get it. Like, that's why y'all aren't the worst. But you guys aren't the best. I can let you know that you guys are not the fucking best. And I was obsessed with a Scorpio man. I had feelings for him. Honestly, the secrecy part, Yeah, that's on point. That's on fucking point. Um, he was like too popular to like openly be like, "Oh, I have feelings for you," blah blah blah. He did tell me that he had feelings for me, but it was always going to be a secret. That's how this Scorpio man was. So again, there was nothing too horrible about him, but it was never going to work. It was never going to work, but you know what? We had strong feelings. We had strong feelings, and I dealt with two other Scorpios after that. So it was like, you know what? It's worth mentioning. Would I date a Scorpio again? Mind you, it wasn't a committed relationship, but it was serious enough to mention. So would I deal with one again? No. Anyways, okay. We have Gemini men. Gemini men. Okay. Honestly, if I'm being really honest, Geminis in general, romantic, platonic, it's going to be top 2 for me in general, like for highest ranking. Now, this one, it's this one man. All right. I've dealt with some other Geminis in my life, but this one man, he actually needs to be in the middle between Capricorn and Cancer, because this man in particular is actually, I see why they say like beware Gemini men. Like I genuinely do. And but because I love Geminis so much, like it kind of evened out the playing field. But this man in particular, wow, you are something else. And this is my first interaction with a Gemini man ever, and I am approximately 15 years old. Gemini Sun Man is typically known for being communicative, witty, curious, and adaptable. They are often outgoing, social, and enjoy intellectual stimulation, frequently engaging in lively conversations and sharing ideas. Geminis are often characterized by their dual nature, making them versatile and capable of seeing multiple perspectives. So I'm 15 years old, right? There is a bit of an age difference between me and this Gemini man. All right. He was like, honestly, to put it like short and simple, this man was fucking crazy. And I feel like because he was older than me, I'm like nothing too crazy. I'm kind of glad my parents looking at this now, I'm kind of glad my parents were strict on me in certain ways, because I feel like had I been able to hang out with this man more often than I did, it could have been worse. This is why Geminis get a fucking bad rap, dude. He was absolutely crazy. He would blow up my phone in the middle of the night. He was one of those men where it would be like he would call me in the middle of the night, and because he had like some overnight job, and he would call me like minimum 3 times, maximum like 6 or 7 times, like not exaggerating. And if I did not answer, this was the era of subtweeting. He would go and subtweet me, and then he would go and delete it. Very Gemini of him in that way. I was like, okay, so you had your little bipolar moment, and then you went and deleted it. Like, okay, I get it, respect. Right, right. But because I would tell some of my girlfriends, obviously, being like, oh my God, I'm talking to Gemini man as a fucking 15-year-old, they would be up in the middle of the night and they would screenshot the tweet and be like, girl, is this about you? And it would have something like so specifically to be like curated to me that not like other people maybe that he knew would know that it was about me, but I would know it was about me. I think because it was my first experience with a Gemini at like the age of my brain developing, that it has stuck with me, and I do think about it often enough to be like, wow. Geminis and Leos are very compatible. Like, I feel like every time I've been with a Gemini, like I always have a good fucking time. Like I always have a vibe. Yeah, this Gemini man was just literally fucking scary and crazy and had like every single worst trait of a Gemini. I think I actually have this man's co-star. I can't find it. Anyways, moving up on the pyramid. Libra men. I was in the 7th grade. I was approximately 12 years old in the 7th grade, dating a Libra boy. This is like puppy love, okay? And this is why I'm mentioning it, because it's cute. It's a cute little vibe. Like, I thought I was in love at 12 years old, all right? So, Libra men are often described as charming, sociable, and diplomatic with a strong desire for harmony and balance. They are known for their intelligence, articulate communication, and thoughtful nature. However, they can also be indecisive, prone to avoiding conflict, and sometimes unreliable. Libras and Leos, they get along. Like, I love me an air sign. I really do. An air sign and a fire fire sign. Like, that is the vibe. All right. It was giving cute. It was like, I don't remember because it was it was almost 12 years ago. Damn, I'm gonna be 24. That's scary. That does scare me. I'm not a 17-year-old girl anymore. Like, I have to like really remember that. Damn. But you know what? This Libra boy, he would literally buy me a fucking raspberry white chocolate mocha from Starbucks. Right in the 7th grade, pulling up with my fucking white chocolate mocha. Oh, he literally looked like Jacob from Twilight, and his name was fucking Jacob. Okay, this is the only name I'm mentioning because it was 12 years ago. And I was Team Jacob as a child, which watching Twilight again, I'm definitely Team Edward, like Edward down. I'm actually Team both because Bella literally should have just clocked and had two boyfriends. Like, yeah, girl. Like, I would have literally been like, who loves me more? Who loves me more? Okay, who's gonna prove it? Who's gonna prove that they love me more? You can't kill each other. But watching Twilight, I was like, oh no, I need me and Edward. Like, I need me and Edward. Love Jacob though. Like, all right, we're getting close. We're getting close to finishing. All right. You're not quite at the top, but you're pretty close. All right. We have Leo men. Leo on Leo. Duh. Romantically. I feel like I don't really ever have any Leo friendships. I feel like it's because we both want the attention. Like, if I'm being so real, like, we want to be the Leo of the friend group, okay? Like, I get it. I do. I get it. I understand coming from a Leo. But romantically, Leos just get Leos. You know what? It's like we are so loyal. We are so like romantic and loving. Like, obviously it's gonna work. A Leo sun man is characterized by confidence, charisma, and a strong sense of self, ruled by the sun. He possesses a vibrant, warm hearted nature and a natural inclination towards leadership and creativity. While he can be self absorbed and possessive, his generosity and loyalty make him a captivating and often sought after individual. So I'm in my senior year of high school when I'm dating this Leo sun man. And honestly, I want to look at the astrology of that year because I don't know what was in the fucking air, but it was like everything aligned perfectly for me. I was definitely in love with this man. It was so weird. Like, it's gonna sound like I'm lying, but I'm not. I'm literally not lying. Like, on my mother, I'm not fucking lying. I basically saw a picture or like a video of this man, and I was like, I want to date him. Like, which is honestly like a crazy like first thing to think of like when I see someone is, oh, I want to date them. Like, I've never thought that before. That sounds like kind of mentally ill of me, but that was the case with this. And by the end of the week, me and this Leo man were dating. And honestly, it felt like I was just dating myself, low key, dating a Leo. Like, we were completely inseparable. Like, I feel like I have nothing really that horrible to say about Leos. Like, when we did break up, though, I was like, thought I was gonna die. Yeah. Yeah. I will say that the breakups, I feel like a breakup with like somebody that you actually like fuck with, like, yes, like breakups that like suck are like hard, but I feel like when it's somebody that you actually fuck with and you're like, damn, that was my most serious and committed relationship. I will say that as well. So yeah, I feel like would I date a Leo again? Would I date a Libra again? Would I date a Libra again? I was 12 years old, so I'm like, does that really count? I don't know. If the vibe was right. If the vibe was right for both. Oh, who the fuck is trying to come in here? It's Cookie. It's definitely Cookie. I don't know if the vibe was right. Like, that's just kind of how I feel about it. At the top of the pyramid, we have, drum roll please. Oh, fuck. We have Libra woman. Slay! Slay! Libra women for the win. Yes, at the top of the pyramid was Libra woman. So a Libra woman is known for her charm, social grace, and love of balance and harmony. She is often seen as a peacemaker, seeking fairness and understanding in all situations. Ruled by Venus, she possesses an innate beauty and an ability to connect with others on a deep level. She's on the top of the pyramid because she is the only one that I'm still friends with. She did give me permission to talk about this situation. Was this like a committed relationship? I'm gonna say no, but this was a moment for both of us where I was like, oh, Okay, like I have feelings. I have feelings. All right. And I feel like would it work romantically actually? No. However, friends, yes, yes, but I do believe in general, like a general aspect, like Libra women and Leo women, like romantically, like, yes, that makes sense. That does make sense because I feel like we're both about like beauty and vanity in a way. And I feel like that was like, I mean, that's still a part of the like friendship as is like beauty and vanity. But I feel like a romantic aspect of it too. It's like, oh my gosh, I get to be like cute and pretty, like with a girl that I have feelings for. And, it still be like bestie vibes in a way. And I think that's why this is the only one I'm friends with because honestly, I don't do that. I don't do friends with exes. I don't believe in that, especially not with men, unfortunately. But yeah. If we were not still friends, she would not be at the top of the pyramid if I'm being very honest. But we are still friends. And you know what? It's Pride Month. So why not put the woman on the fucking top for Pride Month? You men, I'm gonna count that one Cancer girl right here at the bottom. But we rose on top with one woman. This is coming from a Leo. Leos and Libras. Me and air signs like that. Fire signs, you're cute. Earth signs, no, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. Water signs, no. No. But what's so funny is that when I like think about the celebrity crushes I have or like the influencer crushes that I have, why are they all fucking water and earth? I hope you found some humor. I hope you found some joy amidst everything going on here in America. Right. 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 Fuck ICE. Free Palestine. I don't know. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it, and you know what I'm talking about. Somebody's got to do it. Okay. Anyways, I really hope that you liked this. Yes, I look crazy. But thanks for watching. Love you all so much. Goodbye.